Have you ever wondered how your smartphone recognizes your face, or how Google translates languages so swiftly? The answer lies in the magic of AI and deep learning. In the world we live in today, artificial intelligence and deep learning are no longer restricted to the realms of sci-fi movies or advanced tech laboratories. They are everywhere, subtly woven into the fabric of our daily lives, making things easier, faster, and more efficient. From the GPS that guides you home to the Netflix algorithm that recommends your next binge watch, AI and deep learning are the invisible puppeteers pulling the strings. So, what are these technologies and why are they so important? Imagine a world where machines can learn, adapt, and even make decisions. That's the world we're living in. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is the broad concept of machines being able to carry out tasks in a way that we would consider smart. It's the brain behind your smartphone's voice assistant, your email's spam filter, and the autopilot on your flight. Deep learning, on the other hand, is a subset of AI. It's a machine learning technique that teaches computers to do what comes naturally to humans, learn by example. It's what enables your social media feeds to show you content you might like, or your banking app to detect fraudulent transactions. It's the technology that's making self-driving cars a reality, and it's helping medical professionals diagnose diseases earlier and with higher accuracy. The importance of understanding these technologies cannot be overstated. As they become more integrated into our lives, knowing how they work can help us use them better and even shape their future. Not only that, but they also present a wealth of opportunities for innovation and advancement. By the end of this video, you'll have a grasp of what deep learning is and how it powers many technologies you use daily. So, buckle up and prepare to dive into the fascinating world of AI and deep learning. AI, or artificial intelligence, is the science of making machines think and learn like humans. This fascinating field is all about creating intelligent systems capable of performing tasks that would normally require human intelligence. Tasks such as understanding language, recognizing patterns, solving problems, and even making decisions. The importance of AI is undeniable. It drives innovation, boosts efficiency, and has the potential to revolutionize every aspect of our lives. Imagine a world where machines can diagnose diseases, predict weather patterns, or even write a novel. That's the power of AI. There are two main types of AI: narrow AI and general AI. Narrow AI is designed to perform a specific task, like recommending a song on your music app or navigating routes on your GPS. On the other hand, general AI, which can understand, learn, and apply knowledge across a wide range of tasks, is still a work in progress. This type of AI is the ultimate goal of many researchers. While narrow AI excels in specific tasks, general AI, which can understand, learn, and apply knowledge across a wide range of tasks, is still a work in progress. Now let's dive into the heart of the matter: deep learning. Imagine deep learning as a magical well. It's a subset of machine learning, but it's not just any subset. It's like the secret sauce that makes your favorite dish so tantalizingly good. But what makes deep learning so special? Well, it's all about its ability to use neural networks with several layers, also known as deep networks, to make decisions. Picture this: a neural network is like a team of players, each with a specific role. The more players you have, the more complex plays you can execute. In the same way, the more layers a neural network has, the more intricate and nuanced its decision-making process can be. In deep learning, these layers are used to identify patterns, much like how our brain recognizes patterns. The first layer might find simple patterns like lines or edges in an image. The next layer combines these lines and edges to form shapes. The layer after that combines shapes to recognize objects, and so on. This is what we mean when we say deep. It's not about the quantity of data, but rather the depth of understanding and interpretation. But don't get fooled by the simplicity of this explanation. The magic of deep learning lies in its ability to handle enormous amounts of data and complex computations. It's like a master magician pulling rabbits out of hats, leaving us in awe of its capabilities. Deep learning can analyze and interpret patterns that would take humans lifetimes to comprehend. And it's not just about recognizing patterns, it's about making predictions, making decisions, and ultimately enabling machines to perform tasks that, until recently, only humans could do. So why is deep learning so important? Imagine trying to navigate through a maze with your eyes closed. That's what it would be like for an AI without deep learning. It's like the eyes, the brain, and the intuition of the AI, allowing it to navigate the maze of data and make sense of it all. In essence, deep learning is the brain behind the AI machine, helping it make sense of complex patterns and data. How does this deep learning process work, you ask? Well, let's decode it. Deep learning is like a multi-layered cake, with each layer contributing to the overall flavor. The first layer is the input layer, where the data enters the network. This data could be anything: a string of text, an image, a soundbite. It's then transformed into a numerical form that the computer can understand. Next, we plunge into the hidden layers. These are the heart of the deep learning process, where all the heavy computational lifting occurs. Each hidden layer is responsible for extracting and interpreting increasingly complex features from the input data. For example, in image recognition, the first hidden layer might detect simple shapes, the next could recognize more complex patterns, and so forth. Now, these layers aren't just passive receptors, they're equipped with weights and biases. These are the knobs and dials of our network. The weights determine the importance of a feature, while biases help to adjust the output along the way. But how do these weights and biases get set? That's where the magic happens. When the data first passes through the network, the weights and biases are set randomly. The network makes a prediction, and it's likely to be wrong. But that's okay, because when it's wrong, it gets feedback on how far off it was. This feedback, also known as error, is then used to adjust the weights and biases, nudging the network closer to the correct answer. This process is repeated, with the network constantly learning from its mistakes, adjusting, and improving. It's a bit like a child learning to walk. Stumble, adjust, try again. Over time, the network gets better and better at making accurate predictions. Finally, we reach the output layer. This is where the network delivers its final prediction based on the complex interpretation of data it has been chewing on. Just like a child learns from experience, deep learning algorithms use data and feedback to improve. And that, in a nutshell, is the deep learning process. Deep learning sounds fascinating, doesn't it? But where do we see its applications in real life? Let's dive in and explore some of the incredible real-world applications of deep learning. Firstly, consider voice assistants like Siri, Alexa, or Google Assistant. Have you ever wondered how they can understand your commands and respond accordingly? Well, it's all thanks to deep learning. These smart assistants use deep learning algorithms to process and understand human speech, enabling them to interact with you in a conversational manner. They can set reminders for you, play your favorite music, or even tell you a joke, all because of the wonders of deep learning. Moving on, let's talk about recommendation systems. Ever noticed how Netflix always seems to know what you want to watch next? Or how Amazon seems to know just what you need to buy? That's deep learning at work. These platforms use deep learning to analyze your preferences, your browsing history, and your interaction with the platform to suggest products or services that you might be interested in. It's like having a personal shopper who knows your taste perfectly, and it's all thanks to deep learning. Now imagine a world where you no longer need to drive your car. Autonomous vehicles or self-driving cars are fast becoming a reality, and deep learning is at the heart of this revolution. These cars use deep learning to understand and interpret the world around them, from recognizing traffic signs to avoiding pedestrians. It's like having an ultra-precise, never-tired chauffeur at your service. Next is facial recognition, an application of deep learning that has seen tremendous growth in recent years. From unlocking your smartphone with your face to identifying criminals in a crowd, facial recognition systems use deep learning to analyze and recognize faces with incredible accuracy. It's like having a superhuman memory that never forgets a face. Finally, let's talk about language translation. Have you ever used Google Translate to help you understand a foreign language? Deep learning is the wizard behind the curtain. It uses complex algorithms to understand and translate languages, making communication across different languages possible and easier than ever before. It's like having a personal translator who speaks every language in the world. These are just a few examples. Deep learning is being applied in countless other areas, from healthcare to finance, from gaming to agriculture. It's an exciting time to be alive, as we watch deep learning transform our world in ways we could only dream of a few years ago. From your Netflix recommendations to the self-driving car of the future, deep learning is revolutionizing the world as we know it. With all these advancements, what does the future hold for deep learning? As we stand on the precipice of technological innovation, deep learning continues to stretch the boundaries of what we once thought possible. It's not just transforming industries and shaping our daily lives, but it's also giving us a glimpse into a future where machines can learn, adapt, and evolve. So what does this future look like? Imagine a world where deep learning algorithms can analyze and predict patterns in healthcare, helping doctors diagnose diseases earlier and with greater accuracy. Picture self-driving cars navigating through traffic seamlessly, all thanks to deep learning models that can interpret complex road scenarios. Envision a time when your home appliances understand your needs better than you do, creating a living environment that's tailored to your preferences. But as with any technology, deep learning also presents its own set of challenges. The technology is reliant on vast amounts of data, and this data needs to be diverse and balanced to avoid creating biased algorithms. There are also concerns about privacy and security, as deep learning systems often require access to sensitive information. Moreover, while deep learning can make incredibly accurate predictions, it's often hard for us to understand how it arrived at those conclusions. This lack of transparency, often referred to as the black box problem, poses a significant challenge, especially in high-stakes fields like healthcare or finance. But despite these hurdles, the potential of deep learning is undeniable. It's a field that's constantly evolving, with researchers around the world working tirelessly to enhance its capabilities and address its limitations. Just as deep learning is learning from its own mistakes and improving, we too are learning how to better design, implement, and regulate this technology. As we navigate this uncharted territory, one thing is certain: deep learning is more than just a technological trend. Deep learning is not just a buzzword, it's a transformative technology that's reshaping our future. Now, you're no longer a stranger to the concept of deep learning. We've embarked on quite the journey together, haven't we? We began by introducing the captivating world of artificial intelligence, then delved deep into the core of deep learning. We learned about the intricacies of how this powerful tool processes data, mimicking the human brain's own neural networks. We then explored the diverse range of real-world applications, from voice assistants to self-driving cars and even medical diagnosis. It's fascinating to see how deep learning is not just a concept but a reality that is changing our world every day. And of course, we pondered on the future of deep learning. While no one can predict the future with certainty, one thing is clear: deep learning will continue to evolve, opening up new possibilities and transforming the way we live and work. Remember, every time you ask Siri a question or use Google Translate, there's a bit of deep learning magic at work.